Good morning. Welcome to Mornings with Michael for informational and educational purposes only. Um, Happy Tuesday to everyone. Happy Taco Tuesday. Go out and support your local taco truck today. As we look at the market news, the PBOC extended 216 property support measures to end 2024, requiring commercial banks to first extend the existing loans to ensure completion of construction projects, and secondly, maintain the current risk classification of these existing loans to property developers. The German ZEW Economic Sentiment Index in Germany decreased to minus 14.7 points in July from minus 0.85 in June, and it was below consensus estimate of a negative 10.5. The U.S. June small business optimism rises to 91 versus estimated 89.9 to its highest level since November. Net percentage of firms expecting a better economy rises to a negative 40%. Net percentage of firms anticipating higher selling prices to 29%, lowest since March of 2021. Now on to our sector news. In consumer, Toyota, ticker symbol TM, downgraded to equal weight from overweight at Morgan Stanley. PriceSmart PSMT, quarter three EPS 94 cents versus estimate of 41 cents. Quarter three revenues rose 6.4% year over year. Uber Technology, UBER, Chief Financial Officer Nelson Chai is planning to leave the ride-hailing company. Bloomberg News reported on Monday, citing people familiar with the matter. Energy, Industrials, and Materials, 3M, ticker symbol MMM, upgraded to neutral from underperform at Bank of America as it sees several net positive catalysts for 3M, including recently announced $10.5 billion to $12.5 billion settlement to resolve PFAS drinking water claims that came in below buy-side and legal experts' expectations. Dominion Energy, ticker symbol D, said it has concluded a robust and competitive sale process and executed a definitive agreement to sell its 50% non-controlling limited share partner interest in Cove Point LNG LP to Berkshire Hathaway Energy, which currently operates the facility and owns a 100% general partner and 25% limited partner interest. Nutrien, NTR, announces potash production curtailments due to the Port of Vancouver strike, says it expects full year 2023 potash adjusted EBITDA will fall below bottom end of its previous guidance range, and prolonged disruption at the Port of Vancouver would also impact production at its other potash mines in Saskatchewan. WD-40, WFC ticker symbol, quarter three EPS $1.38 versus estimate of $1.22. Quarter three gross margins 50.6%. Quarter three revenues 141.7 million versus estimate of 138.42 million. Financials, JP Morgan, JPM, ticker symbol, upgraded to buy from hold at Jefferies and raises target to $165 from $149, and believes investor focus on capital build has distracted attention away from what it is among the highest quality franchises. U.S. Bancorp, USB, ticker symbol, upgraded to buy from neutral at Bank of America and raised target to $40 from $38. KKR, ticker symbol, explores options for NVC China, including sale, Bloomberg News reports. On to healthcare. Invance Biotherapeutics, IOVA, ticker symbol, announced a $20 million share offering priced at $7.50. 14.7% discount to last sale at $8.79. Prothena Corporation, PRTA, ticker symbol, said Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY, ticker symbol, exercised its option under the Global Neuroscience Research and Development Collaboration to obtain the exclusive worldwide commercial rights to PRX005 and will pay Prothena $55 million. Rockwell Medical, RMTI, acquires hemodialysis concentrates business from Evoqua Water, raises full year forecasts outlook of 2023. Viridian Therapeutics, VRDN, reported preliminary data from ongoing trial of its eye disease drug on Monday, sending shares lower. Technology, Media, and Telecom, CalAmp, CAMP, ticker symbol, quarter one EPS loss of 11 cents versus estimate of a 4-cent gain. Quarter one revenue 70.9 million versus estimate of 75.9 million. E2 Open Parent, E2WO, ticker symbol, quarter one EPS 5 cents in line with consensus on revenues of 160.1 million versus estimates of 160.6 million. And finally, Vox International, VOXX, quarter one EPS loss of 45 cents versus estimate loss of 22 cents. Revenues and quarter one, 111.9 million versus estimate of 122.34 million. And that is the news for today. We'll take a look at our heat map, S&P heat map here in a second. Just refreshed it. Share our screen. Microsoft, Mr. Softy, is down 0.96. Apple is down 0.39%. NVIDIA is up a little bit. Google is up. Meta is down fractionally. Amazon is up. Tesla is down fractionally. Financials continue to perform well. Restaurants, a little bit of a mixed bag. Energy continues up. Consumer defensive is slightly down. Healthcare is a mixed bag. And Caterpillar is up. And that's our look. Before we look at our screens, again, show our annuities. Annuities and average annual growth 12.5% versus indexes 7.57%. Annuities and index universal life as well perform once they climb up the ladder, they do not go back down, where the indexes waver up and down depending on the market conditions. So this is why annuities beat indexes and why it's wise to have index universal life as well. When the market is tending down and you have to take retirement money out, you can take it out of your life insurance or an annuity while waiting for your 401k, or if you've rolled it over to an IRA to bounce back. So that's our report on that. And let's go to our screens. Here's favorite. We have my daughter is part of of my daughter's college fund is in here. Uh, Pays a pretty good dividend, and it continues to perform pretty well. Looks somewhat like an ascending base, and it is popped out again up here, so we'll continue to watch that. Let's go to our dollar. For some reason, this is not performing. We'll stop and share. We have Chrome, the same screen. See if we can bring that up. Go. Dollar continues down. Uh, it's below all the moving averages. Take a look at gold. Gold is now above its declining 10 and 20-day moving average, above its 200. We'll see if it can move back up above its 50. Silver continues to do well. Take a look at our cryptocurrencies. Was up. Bitcoin was up yesterday. At the moment, it's down. Ethereum, pretty flat. And let's take a look at copper. Favorite copper stock continues to perform well. Southern Copper is meeting some resistance at where the 10, 20, and 50 moving averages come together. CX is above all of its moving averages, so that's positive. See where our 10-year yield is. 10-year yield is just slightly below the 4%. It was down further. We'll see if it can fill this gap. It's fighting to stay around the 4% figure. When this is down, this is good for high multiple stocks on the NASDAQ. If we continue to look, let's look at the 20-year. 20-year is pulling back as well. And let's look at the VIX. VIX is pulling back. Just going to wait to see when it fills this gap here. S&P 500 marginally up. Take a look at the equal weighted S&P 500 performing a little better. The NASDAQ is pretty flat. Rumor has it they're going to change the NASDAQ 100 to take away the dominance of the big 7 stocks in it. Take a look at equal weighted. It's kind of flat today, but as you can see, a big jump yesterday versus the regular NASDAQ. Let's take a look at the small cap stocks. Continue their move higher. A lot of banks in the small cap index, and the Dow Jones marginally higher. So let's take a look. Looking for my handy sheet, and it's right behind me. Financials continue to perform well. Take a look at our energy, which seem to be up. Is popping here. Biggest issue in there, ExxonMobil isn't really doing much. second biggest issue in the index. Also, isn't really doing too much. Tidewater, pretty flat today. Um, Noble is doing a little better. Schlumberger is doing a little better as well. TK continues to march up. And two others. Laris continues moving up. And another Bermuda holding company, Borr Drilling, is kind of flat today. It looks like we got a double bottom. And on this side of the double bottom, it looks like we got a cup with a handle. One restaurant yesterday, I believe. Take a look at that today. Chipotle. Kind of a flat base we got going here. See if we can get back to the pivot bounce after it got up there. In retrospect, let's just take a look at Chipotle on a monthly basis. In public over here, 49.30 was a high, 39.51 was a low. I just wanted to show this in comparison to Mediterranean stock that looks like it's trying to create a similar atmosphere of freshly made foods in public around the same amount, pretty close to the same price. We'll see if it can keep going here. It's up nicely again today, up another 2.25%. Had a huge move yesterday, up 11%. We'll see if we can get the IPO base breakout. This is IPO base is when it breaks out above the high of all the excitement on the first day of the IPO. Sold off here, tried to break higher, sold off again. Not quite a double bottom, but we'll continue to watch that. Had pretty good volume yesterday. Looks like we got a pretty good volume start to today. Kava was one of our top stocks on the top 10 yesterday, even though we didn't look at that. Let's see what's trending today, where the big money is flowing. We had WD-40 in the news. Gapping up, had 29% earnings increase, which is a 36% earnings surprise. Got Zillow Group is popping is today, gapping up. Bounced off of its 10-day moving average after it gapped up. Pretty good volume. It's early yet. 2024 earnings estimate is supposed to increase 50%. Evotech up 3%, gapping up. We'll see if this consolidation, it can get a breakout. Earnings in 29 days. Look at this mammoth earning projection, 450% earnings increase for this year. We got a Psy Group, China-based manufacturer, three-dimensional light detection and ranging LiDAR solutions, is up 13.5% this morning. Huge volume. Trinseo manufactures synthetic rubber and plastics is up a little over 9%. Pretty good volume. They had pretty good volume yesterday. 2024, they're looking for $1.28 earnings estimates. Corporate America Airports, Luxembourg-based company engaged in development and operation of airport concessions. They're up 1.29%. Volume is up 480%. Huge volume the last 2 days, and it's continuing today. Shutterstock, gapping up, and huge price jump on pretty close to the high. It's up 10.8%. Pretty good volume again today. Earnings expected to grow at 15% next year. Price Smart up 2.85%, was up higher, pulled back in the middle of its range. Earnings came in at 52% increase, which was 16% earning surprise in the negative. And finally, Power Semiconductor. Moving up here. Let's take a look at where big money is moving. Let's see if I can bring that up on the charts. First, I'm going to bring up CI. This is a high tide flag. Bring it up on the weekly chart. You can see this a little better. High tide flag is when a stock doubles in price and trades very tightly. I can bring up my pointer. See this a little better here. Working. Here's our flag portion. Just show it a little better. Continue to watch that. It had some pretty good volume earlier. It's pulling back. Salesforce gapping up this morning, 3.5%. Volume is kind of average, but we'll have to continue to watch that. Also in software, HubSpot has been trading in a pretty tight range. They got downgraded by Piper Sandler today on a price basis. They like what they're doing. Looks like it's kind of broken out of that channel, so we'll have to continue to watch that. Looks like Paycom broke out yesterday on a pretty big price move. Continues its move today. Had a huge volume yesterday. See what else is the trending here. The big money is moving. You have the Norwegian software company. It just doesn't stop much. Stops for a day, charges forward, stops for a day, charges forward again. Pretty amazing volume. Once they announced that they had AI in their software, their internet browser, they just keep going. Caterpillar, we saw on our heat map, is doing well. It looks like Caterpillar is breaking out today, breaking out of consolidation over here, up with the handle. Granger, also in the industrial area, moving up today, marginally moving up. Halliburton in the oil sector is popping today. Looks like it broke out over here 2 days ago. Pretty huge volume. Got their earnings in 8 days. I believe Hilton. Hilton is breaking out today. Pull back from where it jumped earlier. Had pretty good volume the last 3 days. Continues to move forward. Cummins looks like it's gapped up a little bit today. Earnings in 23 days. We got a nice cup pattern here. Huge volume yesterday. And finally, got from the news, JP Morgan, one of the best franchises we heard earlier. It's in the buy zone. Let's see, kind of had this flat base over here. Channel pattern, broke out, pulled back into the base, and now is breaking out again today. So earnings is in 3 days. This is a little bit of risky part here. So it's the news on the up. See what's moving down today, where the money is moving out of. Alt acquisition down 1.9%. Checking my chart over here as well. Viridian Therapeutics gapping down 3.34%. Coca-Cola FEMSA had been trending down. It's down 2.6% today. Helen of Troy pulling back just slightly after a big move. Rivian Automobiles pulling slightly back after a pretty big move. Starting to see these pickup trucks all over the place. Got a semiconductor, Global Foundries pulling back slightly today. Still in a pretty tight range. So we'll continue to watch that. We didn't look at this today. Pretty flat, the semiconductor index. And our airlines continue to shine. Take a look at mining and metals. Continue to inch up. Our building materials, they're pretty flat today. And home builders continue to shine because the rate has pulled under 4%. Let's go back to our declining issues. This is a short on the ARK funds, down about 4%. As the regular ARK funds move up pretty strongly here. You have a lot of the small cap in their portfolios. MicroStrategy is pulling back slightly today when Bitcoin's pulling back. They have a lot of their cash in Bitcoin. VeriSign down 5%. Huge move down. This is you hadn't already sold. This would be a good sign to sell. Let's see what else we have here. Forge Rock down marginally, 2.14%. Pretty flat moving here. Still kind of flat base, it looks like, but it's under all its moving averages. That's the danger. And finally, RCI Hospital Holdings gapping down. It's down 6.5%. Well, that's our news, a look at the indexes and where the big money's flowing and where it's flowing out of. Thanks for tuning in to Mornings with Michael. Hope you have a great day and enjoy your Taco Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow. This is for informational and educational purposes only. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. Continue to go out there and work on your goals and your activities.